everybody, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going over the price of Ethereum, how much I've sold, if I've bought any back, have my price targets been hit, and what my plans are with Ethereum moving forward, because Ethereum has been stealing the show this past week, even 2 weeks. I think in the last 19 days it has doubled. It has doubled. 19 days, you guys, from 2,000 to 4,000. Unbelievable. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about what I've recently learned with the Fold app and how you can earn free Satoshis. I was thinking today, like every morning when people wake up, they need to ask themselves, how am I going to acquire more Satoshis today? So we're going to talk about that, how you get some free Satoshis. We're going to be talking about my Celsius weekly payment, how much I've earned this week. And then I'm going to be giving you at the very end my Dogecoin update and exactly what happened with that trade. I am still so shocked about how many people took that so personally. You know, I took for me, what was just some disposable income and was like, let me just throw some money at Dogecoin and see what happens. But people took that really personally. And that's when I realized I am in a sector where people treat things like religions again. At first, I literally kind of got away from my other YouTube channel because I was just like, I'm so tired of people treating the way you eat or a diet like a religion. It's just so excessive. Can we just take a moment and be unbothered? Take a moment today. I encourage all of you, take a moment to be unbothered. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about Ethereum. It is 12:19 p.m. on this Monday morning, Eastern time. Eventually going to start live streaming soon so that you guys get information live. The price of Ethereum is $4,169. Okay, I have said in two previous videos that my price target for Ethereum was between $4,000 and $4,200. Okay, I am not sure if I still think that way, but what I can say is this. This is a 5-minute chart right here. So the highest right now is $4,198.99. So something you should know is when I set buy orders and when I set sell orders, I try not to set them at round numbers. So for example, if you would have set your sell order right at 4,200 on Ethereum, you would have been screwed. And everyone did that. So it got front ran, I believe what the right term is, which means everyone put their sell orders for right under 4,200, so it never actually hit 4,200, okay? That kind of happened with Bitcoin at 20,000. It didn't quite hit 20,000 back in 2017 because it was front run a little bit, and there was a lot of sell orders just below $20,000. So another thing is if you're putting a stop loss, I don't like to use super round numbers. I like to throw some cents in there, and where I think it's gonna hit, I'll put the sell order right below that, just so that I don't get front run and my order actually gets filled. So it's a strategy to get your order filled. 5-minute chart is looking sexy as hell on Ethereum, okay? We got the low, we got the high, we got the higher low, higher high. I was looking at this candle a few minutes ago right when I was going to start this video, and I was like, all right, what do we need to make a higher high on the 5-minute? We needed to go above 41.68, and it did exactly that. So I anticipate Ethereum to pull back a little bit right now on the short term, 41.57. Maybe it'll hit this moving average at 41.42, or all the way down here around 41.26. So last week I sold 10 Ethereum. It was 9 or 10 Ethereum, okay? And then I sent over recently from Celsius, I sent over 15 Ethereum because it's free to take coins out of Celsius. So that's why I chose to use Celsius versus in other locations where my Ethereum was stored, for example, BLOCKFI. I'm pretty sure I already used my one free withdrawal for the month. So I wanted to use Celsius instead. But let me go over here to Ethereum and tell you guys exactly what I've been doing. So I transferred 15 Ethereum from Celsius over to Coinbase. I now have 8.28 left. You could see here that this started yesterday. So yesterday I sold off one at 38.90, 39.12, 72.82, 39.10, 3900. And then this morning I sold one at 40.40. I also sold some at 41.49. But then I was like, I don't know if 4,200 is going to be the top, because literally I made that like kind of lame prediction because Ethereum hit $420 back in 2017, and then it pulled back and traded sideways. It fell back, or it fell down, what was it, 50% or so, I think? And then it traded sideways for like 4 months. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I want to get out of some of my Ethereum. Like, it's never a bad idea to take profits, you guys. I have loans I got to pay off that I've used my crypto as collateral. So like, I have to take that into consideration. And I bought a good amount of Ethereum with those loans that I took out. So it's like, I'm weighing the profit. I've made more than 50% on these loans that I've taken out. I can't be too greedy, right? So I was thinking, shit, maybe I should get back in. So I bought, I basically took into consideration this Ethereum I sold at 41.49, and then an hour ago I set a buy order at 40.37, and it filled, and obviously that's already in the profit. So because we have not been sharply rejected by 4,200, I think we could potentially be going higher. For me, like when a local top is in, it's gonna fall like hard. And so you could see here that like, oh, it's only been 5 minutes obviously, but it's fallen, you know, actually it's fallen 1%. So you can kind of see like this candle right here where it hit the top was like in a 5-minute time frame was somewhat volatile, right? I mean, the high of this candle, 41.98, and the low 41.60. I mean, I guess moderately volatile, but you see what I mean there. Because we're still hanging out up at 4,200, I don't know if we're going anywhere. We might be headed to 5K. This is a little bit crazy. So I tweeted the other day, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Mariah Vittoria 9. No C in my last name. I tweeted that I was feeling a hint of euphoria. Euphoria, I always say that word wrong. I say a lot of words wrong. You guys got to get used to it. And so I was thinking, I'm feeling a little bit, you know, I think we're kind of getting close to a local top on Ethereum. And I don't know why. I don't know if I am just so dopamine depleted and I just have so much shit going on that I can't feel the excitement of 41.80. Like, I should be like jumping out of my chair, like this is ridiculous, like I'm making stupid money on Ethereum. But for some reason, like I'm not that excited. And I don't know if it's just because the top is not near, or if it's just because I am just used to my crypto portfolio doing crazy shit all the time, like just going up exponentially. So I'm having like a hard time trying to like take into consideration my emotions in this situation and applying it to the market, because I do use that as guidance, you know? So shoot, okay, let's I'm just a little bit like wowed here on Ethereum. So let's take it out to the daily chart. The daily chart, I mean, it does look overextended, but at this point, we're in price discovery. We just hit a new all-time high. We are in price discovery. 12-hour chart looks extended. The 4-hour chart looks like it has more room for upside, okay? The 4-hour chart looks great. We're in an uptrend. Like, there is really not that good of a reason to get out of Ethereum right now. The only reason I had is that it was at all-time highs, and it hit 420 back in 2017, and then it pulled back for 4 months. And I don't want to be sitting around for 4 months with my money, you know, disintegrating if I could just put it in USDC and earn 10 to 12%, right? 1-hour chart looks excellent. Like, except, you know, like the smaller time frames still look really good. Oh, look how beautiful this 30-minute chart is. I use the TD sequential indicator. This green 2 going above this green 1, it literally looks like perfection. And so part of me just thinks the 5-minute looks good. A little bit of a pullback here, which is very healthy here on the 5-minute. Like I said, you know, maybe put a buy order at that moving average or that moving average, you know, just stagger the orders down. And okay, so the 1-minute chart is looking slightly skeptical. We did kind of make, well, it's kind of hard to say here. We kind of are making a lower low. It'll be interesting to see what it does in the next few minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to revisit this, but the 1-minute chart could be giving us a hint that it's going to be pulling back significantly. So the amount of Ethereum that I am basically that I have sold and I have ready to sell here is a very small portion of the total Ethereum that I have. So take that into consideration. I do think that Ethereum is going to go past 10,000 in this market. I think it could easily hit 14 to 16,000. And when you kind of zoom out, like my decision is kind of good and it's kind of not, because it's good from the perspective of I have loans I gotta pay off, okay? And it's not really smart from the perspective of, because those loans don't have to get paid off immediately. Okay, out of the $400,000 I have in loans with my crypto as collateral, 60 of that needs to get paid off in about a year, and the rest, like the 325, doesn't have a time frame of when it gets paid off, so it doesn't even matter. Like I could pay it off whenever I want, so I don't need to be in a rush, but I could very easily, if markets start tanking, be in a very bad position, and I don't want that to happen. So 2 things I need to take into consideration. So for me, like I am taking small profits off the table. I'll probably put that into USDC, earn 10% APY on it, so it's not just sitting there doing nothing, right? It is actually making something. And how can you get upset about 10% APY, right? All right, the next thing I'm gonna be talking to you guys about today is the Fold app, okay? So go ahead and head over to the Google Play Store or the App Store. You can download the Fold app, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below, make a note of this, because I always forget to link things, really bad about that. So what's gonna happen is there is a referral link, and I don't think I get anything from this, but you'll get 5,000 free Satoshis, okay? And so it's a really fun way to stack Satoshis. Basically, if you like buy gift cards for sites like Amazon, Bed Bath & Beyond, Chili's, there's restaurants, there's sometimes they aren't all available. So for me right now, the ones that I would actually use, like I could buy Amazon gift cards, like I am going to use those, and I'd earn 1.5% back in Satoshis. So the interesting thing is that there's also like Marshall's and Macy's on there, which would be the 2 that I would probably use the most. So I'm looking forward to those 2 being available again, because I shop at Macy's and Marshall's like the most. So there's 2 different plans. There's this premium plan and there's this intro plan. So right now I have just the intro. I am considering getting premium. For me, the $150 fee is a gamble. I'm not gonna sit back and basically try to calculate to make sure that I make this $150 back. For me, it's a gamble because spending rewards on all purchases up to 10% back. So you basically get to spend when you make a purchase, and you can earn up to 100% back on your purchase with your spend. So there's like an odds game in this. It's kind of like gambling. It kind of feels like gambling. But then, look, I would get 3 extra weekly spins, but on the free version, you would get 1 weekly extra spin. And I wanna say 4 times 7. I wanna say the whole weekly extra spin works in this way. So for example, I did my first spin today. I just started the Fold app today. And after I spun, there was a timer saying, I believe, when I could spin again. And instead of saying 24 hours, it said 20 hours. So I think that's where the extra spin comes in. You get rewarded for basically having, like doing the spin every single day. So they're encouraging you to open up their app every single day. So maybe it's something like you set a timer on your phone every day that at this time, I'm gonna open up the app and I'm gonna spin. It kind of takes a little bit of organization to maximize the opportunity from what I've understood. There's this spin timer too, where like, so basically if you make a purchase, you have 1 hour, I believe, to get your free spin. But if you pay this, you have 150, and I get distracted very easily. So I need that 24 hours to do the free spin. So if you want to get into the nuts and bolts of the whole Fold situation, you could see here, there's different tiers for the intro tier and the premium tier. So like if you click on the intro, or actually if you click on here, this is a premium one. And this basically gives you like a ridiculous amount of like details, how they're gonna match your spends, the chances of winning, the odds. Like, honestly, I don't have time for that. I barely have time to eat as much as I need in a single day. So I'm not gonna be getting into that. But if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of money to put in a crypto and you already use Amazon, if you go eat at Chili's, actually, I hope you don't eat at Chili's. Food is not very good there. I encourage you to do this, right? I mean, obviously, like I got my free spin, got me like, I think 5 free Satoshis today. And obviously that's worth like nothing, but that's today. when Bitcoin is, worth 5 million, it's going to be worth something. So you just got to get into the mindset of thinking about how you're going to, get more Satoshis in a single day. So when you think of it in terms of Satoshis instead of like quantity of Bitcoin, then it's not as intimidating and it's exciting to be like, it's not that hard to get like, 500,000 Satoshis. So one day things might be priced in Satoshis and that'll be really fun. All right, it's Monday, which means I got my payout from Celsius this week. I don't even know what it's going to be because I haven't opened it yet, so we're gonna see it together. Yay! $263.89. So at this point, I am earning over about $1,000 a month on Celsius. I actually, it's probably gonna go down a little bit because I did just take 15 off the table here. So that is something to take into 15 Ethereum out of my Celsius account. So every week, the rates change. So, but they always seem to be somewhat similar to the week before. Still 6.2% on your first Bitcoin and 3.51% on anything after that. If you want to sign up for Celsius, you can check out my link down below. I believe that we will both get $40 of free crypto, and that is one way for you to support my channel. Thank you so much for everyone who has already done it. I think at this point, it's been like 100 people have used my link or something close to that. So thank you so much. So next, I'm gonna be talking about the Dogecoin situation, and then we're gonna be taking a little bit of a closer look at different coins in the crypto market, and we'll look at some traditional stocks as well. So if you watched my live video, I wanna say this took place on Saturday. Yes, Saturday afternoon, my friend texted me, she asked me about, hey, are you buying Dogecoin because of SNL? People have been asking me for months now if I was gonna buy Dogecoin, and I pretty much told all of them, like, is there a possibility to make like a really good gain? Yeah, but is it worth the risk at this point? No. And I gave people that advice because I was giving very inexperienced people when it came to investing and markets in general, that kind of advice, okay? And so I never take my own advice, and I am in a different situation, so I can take a different approach to this and not get torn up about it, okay? Like when I invest, I emotionally detach. So like, for some reason, there was a lot of people in the comments that were way angrier about my Doge position than I ever was, okay? So I purchased at about 66 cents, all right? And I told you guys that I was gonna put a 5% stop loss, which was my intention, okay? But then I also took into consideration the fact of there are some insane wicks on candles, okay, in crypto. Okay, wicks can get real nasty real quick, all right? Let me give you some examples here. So when you put like a stop loss, it's really easy to get wiped out in crypto. Really, really easy. This happens all the time. So like, look at this like 1 hour candle right here. Like, look at these insane wicks, and just look at this candle, like the high 70 cents and the low 49 cents. And actually that was 11 o'clock Eastern time, right before SNL started. So that's when it started dumping pretty significantly. So what happened was I was really tired on Saturday, and I initially didn't set a 5% stop loss because I'm like, I know how this works. Like they're just like how the markets work. I'm gonna get stopped out, okay? And I might miss out on an opportunity. So then I thought like, okay, right before SNL starts, maybe that'll be the time because Elon could say something that just sets off the market. Then I'll go ahead and put a stop loss, like right before SNL starts to protect myself. But I was willing to kind of like hold it throughout the day, So I literally set an alarm for 11 o'clock, and I was so tired that I stopped my alarm, and I was like gonna get up and do it, and I just fell right back asleep. So Dogecoin tanked all the way down to 49 cents. And if you watch that video, what I told you guys was, so I invested 10,000 and each of my friends invested 10,000. I told them, and I was basically conducting the trade for them. And I said, okay, in this situation, I will set it up to where we do not lose less than 5%. So you're not gonna lose more than $500. But when I was making these, decisions in my mind to not put stop losses, I was very aware and had already determined personally that I was going to cover any of the losses that my friends inquired under, that exceeded $500. So no matter what was going to happen, because they never basically sent me the money. I trust these people. I know that they had the money to send me, because I was like, we're gonna wait till this trade closes. We're gonna wait till this trade closes, and then we'll figure out if you need to send me $500 or if I need to send you the gains. Okay, there's no reason to be like sending around $10,000 when I already have the funds. Like, I don't need to do that. So basically, I already agreed to myself. Ethereum just hit $4,200. I agreed to myself that I was gonna cover any of the losses below that. So right now, Doge is at 50 cents, and we are still in the position, okay? So let's see how much we've lost. Honestly, for me, this money I don't care about, and I typically like would not calculate how much I've lost because I rather not know. I just know that I've lost, because this just makes it more real, you know? Okay, so we have lost about 27%, which that means that 2,700 times 3, so that would be 6,000 plus 2,100. So I've lost about $8,100. So once they pay me the 500 each that I told them was be the max, they're gonna lose $7,000. So I'm down $7,000 on that trade. But you know what? I'm actually holding on. I think that Dogecoin is going to make a comeback. I still think it's gonna go for $1. So for me, I told them, listen, guys, this is just for fun. Let's wait like a week or two, see what happens. Once the trade closes, we'll figure out who owes who what. But you're not gonna owe me more than $500, and I'm okay with that. I just really wanted my friends to win. It was like me letting them trade with training wheels, and I don't mind that. I don't care. I was okay losing the money, because if I cared, I would have put a stop loss, but I didn't care, so I didn't put a stop loss, because I still think that it's going to $1. So I think some people lost respect for me after that trade, but you don't have to take my trade so personally, because if I don't care, then you shouldn't care either. So let's take a look at the markets. Okay, we have surpassed $4,200 on Ethereum. Okay, that's the first time I've gotten excited in a while. I mean, 4,200 was my initial target, so I'm glad I bought that one that I sold this morning back, but ultimately I should have not sold any of my Ethereum at this point. Okay, Bitcoin is sitting just under $58,000. Just under 58,000. It technically made a higher low here. So let's see, this is a 1 hour chart. If over the next 8 to 9 hours, it could go above 59.6, that would be very, very bullish. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5-minute chart on Bitcoin. Whoops, I don't want 3, I want 5. Oh yeah, 5-minute chart's looking great. Okay, I think we're gonna see a nice little run here on Bitcoin. Nexo, trading at $4 currently. These candles are just absurd. Look at this candle right here. This is a 5-minute candle with a high of 406 and a low of 391. Like, that is quite the spread there. Dogecoin at 49 cents. Technically, this 5-minute chart looks pretty decent in my opinion. We'll see how it continues through this afternoon and see if it follows in the footsteps of Ethereum. Link at 50.38. I kind of realized yesterday that my bags are not properly packed for moon time for Link, because I think Link is going to go absurd and I just don't have enough Link. So let me show you guys the buy orders that I have set for Link. Okay, so I had to fill this 2 hours ago. I bought 20 more Link at 49.15. Clearly should have bought more because it's already up $1 since then. And these are all open orders that I have. Link might not come back to these price zones. So, I might have to just bite the bullet and buy more. I have 24,000 on the sidelines right now. I should probably start picking up more Link, but I'm trying not to just FOMO in because it's so close to all-time highs. LTC, Litecoin, hit just over $400 in the last hour, okay? Let's see, EOS at 1044, Ethereum Classic at 120, ZRX at 191. What else do we got here? ICX at 267. Gold is having an okay day as it sits just above $1,800. Mana at 145. It's been sitting at 145 here for a little bit, or not for, like 145 exactly, but in that range. but it's done really well over the last hour or so. I started buying at 108, so I'm pretty happy so far with that position. Let's see here. Coinbase is up 7.5% today. So Coinbase is finally making a comeback. Matic yesterday hit $1. Honestly, I kind of forgot how much Matic I have. How much Matic do I have? Because I was kind of going back and forth selling it. I think I intended to buy more, but I don't know if I ever did. Okay, so yeah, I don't have a huge Matic position. I have just over 4,600 Matic coins. And yeah, I think that concludes it. Ethereum is just not getting really, like, look at this 5-minute chart on Ethereum. It like is not getting intensely rejected by 4,200. At this point, it's like $5,000 is on the horizon, and that can happen by the end of the week. Oh, you know what? Let's quickly go ahead and look at Tesla. Tesla at 643. Tesla not doing all too well today, taking quite of a hit. My penny stocks, ooh, yeah, looking real ugly. My penny stocks are not doing too good, but I took out what I put in and plus like double or triple that, so like I'm okay there. Majors, SPY sitting at 421 and made a new all-time high. This was the 7th, so this was Friday. The high was 422.79, so kind of trending downwards after that, but still has a shot today to make another new all-time high. So we will see how soon that happens, but overall, things are looking good, and especially Ethereum is just on fire. Oh, you know what I also got to do today? I got to give someone a free Ledger Nano S. So let's see here. I am going to head over to Instagram, and I am going to thank you to everyone who started following my Puerto Rico scooters page. 49 of you followed. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to be picking a random comment and giving someone a free Ledger Nano S. So the random winner is Smacky Brown. Great looking scooters, and I can't wait to visit Puerto Rico. Came here from your YouTube channel. And this is to celebrate, it was originally supposed to celebrate like hitting 5,000 subscribers, but I think I'm already over 6,000. So that's all I have for you guys today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.